Hello, my name is DJ Yerba Malita.
And I'm DJ Mariposa.
And we are here with Nicotine.
Hi.
Yeah.
I didn't know if y'all wanted to.
No.
Not me being nervous.
You
all
look
good.
great. You look the greatest.
Thank
so
you,
yes,
thank you.
nothing to be nervous
I
about.
was like, you look so good. There's no way you could be nervous.
Watching? Okay.
Oh my god. Yes. So we'll get started with some questions.
Okay.
Yes. First of all, we want to know, what are your big three signs?
Cancer sun,
Cancer sun, yes.
Virgo moon,
Ooh.
Virgo rising.
I
Tell
love
me why
that.
I love a Virgo moon.
I mean, I understand.
Because I'm a Virgo moon.
Yeah.
So I'm like-
I love
No.
that. I think Virgos are very good with music, so it makes sense that you agree.
Beyonce.
Exactly. Exactly.
Beyonce's on her shit. So do you have like a favorite like astrological sign? Any way you really like any of the signs that you like really get along with?
Looking at my life, I attract a lot of Sagittarius and I attract a lot of Aries, which is
Fire energy.
who's a Aries? Is anyone in here Aries? Oh, thank God. Yeah, me and Aries. Romantically, no. Hell no. But one of my best friends is an Aries, so I love him. Love you, Ashmore. And then two of my closest friends are also Sagittarius. I love them. I also love a Taurus. I love a good Taurus. Love a good Libra. There's not many signs that I don't like. But
Okay.
Checks out.
What's one you don't like then?
I'm scared.
I don't want to say anything. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. Let's just settle with Aries because I know that no one in here is the Aries. But I'm scared to say the other ones because I don't know y'all signs. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Oh my god.
No, it's all good.
Yes. But I'll tell you mine.
Yes.
I'm a Scorpio. But also I have Taurus, Moon, and Rising.
Okay.
So it balances out.
See. Okay, what about you?
I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo sun, Libra rising, Virgo moon.
No. I was going to say Scorpio.
See, I had a feeling. I was like, I'm just gonna tell her.
But that Taurus means something to me, so it's fine.
Okay.
Sun signs don't matter to me anyways, fuck them.
I'm safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I also am not a big fan of Scorpios because my mom's a Scorpio, so I'm like, we don't be getting along like that.
I don't get along with other Cancers. My mom's a Cancer.
Yeah, it's like something about moms, and I don't know, because it's like my roommate is a Leo too, and her mom's a Scorpio also, but she gets along really well with her, and I'm like, it's because you're a July Leo. Like, I'm an August Leo. It's not the same.
Yes. Okay, cool. I'm trying to think of the next question, if it should be about destiny or reincarnation. Do you believe in reincarnation?
I do.
Ooh,
I do.
good.
You want me to elaborate?
What?
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask, like, do you think you've been reincarnated before?
I do.
Ooh. What do you think you were in your past life?
I've had one past life reading. I just know that it was like 50s, 60s. There was a war going on. I was married, had kids.
Ooh.
My partner left for the war. I was devastated. They died in the war. Devastating life, whatever. But I also believe, I personally believe that reincarnation is like, we're just our ancestors being reborn again over and over and over again. So it's like,
that.
I am my ancestors. Am I loud enough? Okay, cool. But yes, I believe that I am my ancestors, and then who knows, in a few lifetimes there will be another baby and it'll be me. But it'll be my great grandchild, I guess, or a cousin. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
No, that's interesting. I always like to think about, like, reincarnation and just kind of where that energy comes from, and obviously it's got to come from, like, our own, like, higher, I don't know, like, ancestral beings. It's just hard to think about, like, thinking of our, I guess that's why people say, like, it's generational trauma. Just
Because
it's been
energy
passed
cannot
down.
be created nor destroyed. It can just be changed, altered, transferred, whatever. So when you die, you gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
You are nothing but energy. Like, you have to go somewhere into the next one.
Yeah, and I guess, I don't know if you, like, but personally, like, I think when people start breaking generational curses, that's kind of like, maybe you're on, like, your last life cycle if you're, like, really healing and stuff.
Yeah.
Isn't that, like...
That's what I believe.
Yeah,
right?
I definitely agree with that, because let me tell you, this life, I have been breaking some chains, and I'm tired, but I'm getting closer to the celebratory aspect of it, so it's great. I've won a lot of battles with myself.
That's good. We're all about self-healing here.
Yes.
So do you think you met anybody from, like, a past life, like, in this current life?
Yes, I do. A lot of the people that are my closest friends today, I definitely feel we were involved in some way, like, before. It's just, you meet somebody and there's instantly that feeling, that connection, or you'll have random memories or deja vu with this person, or they just know what you're gonna say or how you feel, or you understand your perspective in a way that nobody else around you does. And I think that's pretty neat. I think it's neat.
Do you believe in destiny then? Do you think you're meant?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I feel like everything's already written the way that it's supposed to go. I do feel like, I don't know, it gets kind of tricky when you involve, like, free will and destiny and stuff like that, because there's always the question, like, well, if everything's written, is there such thing as free will? And I feel like you do still have a choice, meaning, like, you have a choice of how you want to view whatever it is that you're experiencing, but that experience has to happen, and it happened the way that it did. You can't change it, so it's written.
I feel like there's just, like, for me, the way I view it is that there's, like, so many universes that are parallel, so technically it all has been written in every single way.
In every, like, a different... I like
and with
your
each
brain.
choice, you get to choose
like
what
your
timeline to
brain.
be on.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
So is that, like, something you really deeply believe in and, like, you know, incorporate into your songs, like, into your music, like, that sort of belief and energy that you try to put into your music?
Yes. Like, with my music, I definitely use it as a tool of healing, but also, like, just, there's a lot of messages in it. Like, to some people, it could just be me venting or whatever, but there's a lot of messages in it where it's, like, conversations that I've had with my ancestors, or things that I have experienced, messages that I have channeled, whatever the like, whatever the fuck. Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's all
Sorry,
good.
I'm just autistic and bad at communication.
No.
I feel so awkward.
No, you're
okay,
all
it's fine,
good.
It's
It's
fine.
kind of like the vibe a little bit too. It's a little quiet, so it's
I was like, damn, it's
I
real
know.
quiet here.
I totally feel that. I'm, like, talking and then the room is quiet. I'm like, am I being too...
I know, it's like...
Yeah, like, I'm talking at a low level because I feel like I'm in a library, which I am, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a music library, but it's
that's
not...
badass. But it's still a library, nonetheless. So I'm like, yeah,
I don't want to get in trouble.
yeah, I feel like I'm breaking rules.
No, yeah, it's like the silence is really loud.
Speaking of rules, how do you say you are, like, breaking rules with some of your music? Like, do you think?
I feel like I'm breaking rules by not applying any to myself. I don't put myself in a box. I don't put any limitations on myself. I just kind of fucking go for it. People are always like, I remember when I first dropped an open letter, people were like, oh, she's an indie bedroom pop whatever the fuck, and it's like, but then they'll come to my shows and be like, why is it a funk R&B rock jazz show? And I'm like, exactly, there's no, I don't, or people are like, what genre do you make? I'm like, everything. Like, I do whatever I feel. And yeah, I'm just, are you okay? I just do whatever I feel. I don't really give a fuck. Sorry, there's a bad cussing in here. I don't give a fuck about how it's gonna be received. Yeah. Can everyone just collectively say a cuss word?
Okay. No, because I like to cuss a lot too, but I try to keep a little professional. Like, we'll be on air and I'll be like, fuck. I'll be like, wait, and then I'm like, damn, wait a minute, and like, wait, damn, like you're just fucking up. Like, yeah.
One time we had a show, we guessed, we're like, we can't cuss on air, guys. Immediately, like the first thing we did. Don't follow my example.
God damn.
We're so bad. We're bad.
What was I saying? Yeah, I don't really care about how it's gonna be received, like, because I do it for me. It's nice, it's real cool, and I love the fact that I have, like, I guess, I hate calling them fans. It makes me feel weird, like.
But they are.
But yeah, fans. Like, it's cool that, like, I have fans who love me and receive me and appreciate my words and my sounds and the way that I feel. I love that they receive that and relate to it. But at the end of the day, it's about me. Like, it's my music is my therapy, it's my diary, it's my journal, whatever the fuck. So it's like, some shit people aren't gonna like, and that's cool because I rock with all of it.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Yeah, because some people, like, will just say stuff to say stuff, and it's like, you ain't even fucking make it. Like, it's like, you're out here saying all this shit for what? But yeah, no. So how was your release party then? For House of Mystics, right?
Yes, it was super fun. It was so beautiful, and it was a little disappointing because it was supposed to be my release party, which is what I was advertising it as, but there was some things going on behind the scenes to where I was not able to release. I was supposed to release it that night, but some things were going on. Some people. No tea, no shade, sorry. But no, but like, again, I believe in divine timing. I know it didn't happen for a reason on that night, and it's going to happen. We'll get to it, whatever. But the event was beautiful, and I had so much fun. It was an amazing turnout. I honestly was shocked because it was I haven't released anything since 2017, like an album, and I hadn't really performed like that because, like, ever since the pandemic. And before the pandemic, I was planning a tour, so I was, like, super, like, discouraged during the pandemic, you know?
Aww.
So I was, like, I was kind of skeptical if, like, people were gonna come, but they came and they tore the house down. I had so much fun.
It's so fun.
Thank you.
I don't want to ask, but, like, do you know when a possible release date?
Well,
I'm looking forward to it.
I don't care about it. Steven, you promised me.
Steven's gonna be up in the comments later.
You promised me, like, 2 days ago, motherfucker, that March 18th, and it's the day before my South by performance. So,
Steven, I'm gonna hold you to it.
yeah,
I don't know what you look like or
and
anything.
I'll give y'all his Instagram. Bitch, I don't care. He told me March 18th, so let's cross these fingers, light some candles.
Yes.
Yes, you know.
Little
Yes,
manifestation.
light some candles.
What is it? Because new moon's coming up,
Yes,
right?
light the fucking candles.
Yes.
A little manifestation ritual to get it for
I'm
Steven to
just
get on
saying.
his shit.
Yeah, come on.
Chop chop. Yeah, do we know if Rent and Premonitions is gonna be on it, or
They are.
Yes.
They are on it. They were the 2 singles that I released from House of the Mystics. Yeah.
nice?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Thanks.
I love them.
Thank you.
See, you're performing at South by, right?
Yes.
Are you, like, really excited about this? Is that your first time performing at South by?
It's not my first time. I've been performing at South by since 2014.
Since 2014.
Yeah. I've
She's
been a little busy. I've been a little busy. It's cool to be back. I kind of don't really, no offense, please don't ever in the future not want to book me for South by. I don't really care for South by. You know, I really don't. It's too chaotic, too many bodies. there's so much noise.
It's a lot.
It's a lot for all of my senses. Like,
Yeah.
it's very overwhelming. I'm just, like, trying to focus on music, but then I have to focus on 5 million other things. But this show, I'm super excited for it. It means a lot to me. I got to handpick a few of the openers and the DJ and the place that it's at. I have a lot of things in store for the place that it's at, so I'm super excited.
That's exciting. I'm excited.
Drop by and look at it.
Right?
And it's free.
Ooh.
Okay, 'cause I didn't get a press pass. But but she did. So, but I'll be doing the free
For
like
fine stuff.
coverage shows, or what is it, the free shows? I'll be doing coverage for that, and I don't know. I'm trying to volunteer, but low key, I kind of don't want to.
I don't blame you.
But I think it'd be cool to go
Amazing.
see some artists and do some coverage and stuff, and get some more blogs and interviews that we've been doing. So yeah.
We out here
I
making
hope y'all
moves.
have a great South by.
It'll be my first time going. I'm a little
Oh,
scared.
Okay. It's great. South by is so great.
You're like, just kidding.
I love South by. I love South by. It's so fun.
Yeah, no,
I'm
it'll be my
excited.
first time too. I've never really been, but I think the one time that I like was in town for that, Michelle Obama was like doing some education talk, and the town, like the city was like you couldn't even get past
It's too
I-35.
many
It was too
Yeah,
much.
the traffic is
the traffic. It was
crazy.
insane.
The traffic is crazy, but you know what? Y'all are gonna have a great time. Drink water, bring snacks. Sunscreen. It's probably gonna be a little cold. Sunscreen still.
Oh, not the cold.
Not me being a parent.
Great.
Just in case.
Every day, man.
No, I need to. No, I like will forget. I'm like, it's like it's there, but I'm like, I'm late.
Look, my sunscreen, she's lucky if she gets me like 3 times a week, because I'll look straight at it and be like, eyeliner. I can't. I'm drilling it in my mind.
I got the primer with the SPF, so I hope that counts.
Oh, it should. If it don't, then that's just false advertisement.
Right?
You should sue
I should. It's not working.
Sue them.
Ooh. Question. Oh man, it's slipping. Oh yeah, no, I got it. Okay, cool. Have you been reading any books? What's your favorite book recently?
I just became so obsessed with this book. Adulthood Rights by Octavia Spencer. Yo. No, not Spencer. That's an actress.
Yeah, I was like the
Butler.
actor.
Octavia Butler, sorry. I'm a little, you know, I'm a little, but no, yeah, Octavia Butler. Yo, crazy book. Crazy. It's like a sci-fi
Ooh.
fiction book, and it has to do with like the future and aliens
I like the
and
sound.
the end of humanity as we know it. It's good. It's really good. Very apocalyptic. I think you should read it.
I've heard about Octavia Butler, I think. I hope.
She's a great,
I've not.
she's a great
Ooh, but now I will.
sci-fi author. Amazing. And she's black.
We gotta support.
Period. It's the last day of Black History Month, so
It is
don't let me
today.
down, y'all.
We start March tomorrow. That's
March
fine.
is tomorrow.
Oh wow.
Disgusting. Not in
That is disgusting. Well, because March is like that time when it's like cold and not hot. Like, speaking of past lives, you know, or on the like general topic of spirituality and stuff, I've never been in a cold environment. I've never lived in a cold environment. You cannot catch me in the Arctic or anywhere where there's snow because it's way too cold. Like, I think this weather is still cold. Like,
Oh, it's a little chilly outside.
yeah, like, no, I'm an island girl deep down. Like, alright, I'm gonna ask about like your most memorable past performance, because I totally forgot what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
Yes, same.
Gone. Brain gone. My most memorable past performance. There's so many. the first one that comes to my mind is obviously the Roxy in LA. When it was during my first tour in 2019. Crazy. It was a Monday night, full house, great crowd. As soon as I walked on the stage, this girl gave me a big old bouquet of roses, and I was like, ah. She was very drunk. Oh, you see this, girl? If you see this, I had so much fun with you. She was so fun. There's so many. There was that one. There was the time that I opened up for the Marias. There was crazy. Oh my god.
What was that? So fun.
It was the same tour, 2019.
It's a good year.
It was a great year. I went on tour twice that year, in January and in March.
Yes.
Amazing.
2019 was a good year.
Right. It was a great year. I had a great time.
Pre-COVID, no, literally. You know, that's probably what makes it so good.
It was so good. It was so good. The free world. But yeah, those two, and then probably also during that tour was UC Theater when I opened up for Yuna at the Noise Pop Festival in San Francisco, and the crowd was like 1,600 people. It was freaking crazy.
Wow. Oh my gosh. You opened up for Yuna?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love her music. Oh my god. No, I love her music so much.
No, she's fantastic. What a great performer. I'm dying.
We press record, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. Yes. Cool. Nice. Also my mind. I get nervous and my mind forgets, a lot of things.
Oh, yeah, I'm a little tired. Like, I got 4 hours of sleep.
You're crazy.
I'm a little tired.
Ooh, I remember what I wanted to ask. When we were talking about books, I was gonna ask if you read the Alchemist.
No, but I read some of it in high school, but completely, I can't lie to you and say no. But I think that you have, which is why you're asking me. So I would love to know. I would love to know about it.
No worries. It's because it's also kind of a little bit spiritual. The first time I read it, I didn't finish it. I would drop it. I was like, eh. But then I kept going.
See.
But I came back around to it, and it's basically about omens. Which I think is really cool. So I was gonna ask, what would you consider to be a good omen once you see it?
A butterfly, a honeybee.
Mm.
What else? Feathers, little white feathers, the random fluffy white feathers that just appear out of nowhere. Delicious, love them. Give them to me. Place them all around me. I love that. And red cardinals. Ancestors.
I like that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good list.
Do you ask for signs or from
sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. If I'm, let's just say I'm having sorry, I was gonna cuss. Let's just say I'm having a terrible, god awful day, and I'm just at my wit's end, and I will sit at my altar and ask, and they will literally respond to me either through another person or through a song, through music, or directly they will send a random thought to my mind directly, and I'm like, that was not me. You're getting a little invasive, all right? Yeah, they're very talkative. They don't ever shut the God damn, give me a break.
They're about to have no contact with you.
We argue. I be arguing with them. I don't care. Because you're not gonna boss me around. This is my life. Okay, you had yours, I understand. I'm doing what I can to, involve you in my shit. But you can't just take the reins and tell me what to do. You're not my dad.
You wanna be, but you're not. Man, yes. It reminds me, I never thought I would be experiencing similar things to that until, couple years ago when I found myself literally like realizing that some of my thoughts aren't my own.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like yelling at people. It's like, stop. Like, why would you say that? That's so rude.
I have things like that all the time. I'm like, did I just say that? That was not me. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Me, yes.
That's me.
I've been staring at your earrings this whole time because I think they're gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm so like awkward.
No.
Thank you.
I like the energy.
Honestly, I love your boots so much.
Honestly, the
Oh
fit
my
is just
God,
fire.
y'all are
Like,
so
I can't
nice.
stop.
Y'all are so nice. Like, I can't. I feel like my face has been red this entire time.
It's like natural blush.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I guess I do have a question.
Go ahead.
I guess maybe like, since you say that you communicate a lot with like your ancestors and spirit guides, like have they ever like told you to put a message in a song or anything like that?
Oh, my House of the Mystics, I did not write that. They did. I tell people that all the time. Like, I did not write. There are some songs that are just blatantly not me on there that it blows my mind. Like, the introduction of the album, not me. There's a song on there called Kitchen, not me. Definitely that one was my great grandma. She pushed through. Okay, I was like, oh my God. It's a different experience, I guess. Like, it's definitely completely different than an open letter. An open letter, I was in myself completely. I was in a very dark place. I was in a sad place, and I was sitting in that, so I could not see outside of myself. But then when I started making House of the Mystics, I was outside of myself. It wasn't just me. It was me and all of them. Like, I am them. So sometimes they just take turns picking, like, who is going to be me during what. Weird.
I think it's so beautiful that they were able to connect with you. And now you have, like, a whole project that, you know, is them. Like,
yeah, I'm so thankful for that. It was definitely a much needed experience. Kind of like a family reunion. Don't make me cry.
No, like, not with the intention of making you cry in any bad way.
I'm just saying it. Cry.
It's definitely like really amazing. It's definitely really amazing. I love when people like connect with their ancestors and are able to like convey messages through that way. I feel like the only way I've ever really had something like that, and it wasn't even me, it was like my mom. My mom's really good at that sort of stuff too. Because like I've been trying to like connect to my higher being, you know, ancestors, spiritual guides and stuff, but mom's really good at, like, they will tell her stuff through dreams, like, all the time.
Oh my God.
Like, all the time. Like, they told her, like, somebody from her house was dying, like, was gonna die, and then, like, my uncle passed away, and then it was, like, she was, like, I knew someone was gonna, she's, like, I kept having this dream, and I was, like, why didn't you say anything? Like, just letting all of us get blindsided, like.
say something.
Stuff like that has been happening to me since, like, since I was a child, I've seen spirits. I used to have dreams like that all the time. I always knew when someone was gonna die. Now I have, like, if someone's going to pass, I have this feeling, like, I just get this, like, really bad feeling. My body will not be cooperating with me. I'll get super anxious, and I'll just be like, no, like, I cannot go anywhere. I cannot do anything. Something bad is about to happen. And then the next day, I'll be like, why are you calling me with this news? Like, I know. But I also am very good at just seeing good things that are going to happen. Like, it's so weird. I don't know how to properly explain it to people without sounding like, you know, but, like, I can see it, or I can see something. Like, for House of the Mystics, I saw I see House of the Mystics for an open letter. I saw it, like, you know, like way back. I could just see myself doing these things, like visually, as if I'm watching a movie.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like a preview into the future.
Yeah, and it's always so accurate. It trips me out. Out. I'm just censor myself. Trips me out. Same thing when, like when I'm writing. What's it called? Synesthesia or whatever. Like some people see colors and stuff when they hear music. When I'm listening to music, or if I'm writing something, like if I'm listening to an instrumental or I'm coming up with something, I see it like a movie in my mind. I don't see words. Like I see just visuals in my mind, and then I write it down on paper.
I understand.
Okay. I was like, does that make any sense?
No, it makes sense.
Yes.
No, I was shook when my friend told me that some people can't see, like, in their heads.
I know.
Like,
that
try
trips
so
me
hard.
out.
I'm like,
I was like,
what?
What do you mean you can't
I'm
see
doing
in
it
your
right
head?
now
Or
on top
like,
of you.
Exactly. Or like when they're like, you have an inner monologue. Yes, I have 8. What are you talking about? There's
Like,
20 people in here, and some of them are British. I don't know. Like,
Get a good old British.
You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, but you can't. Like, what do you do when you read? You just see the words and like translate. You don't hear it in your mind.
Like, where it doesn't take you to another place.
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
some people are just like empty heads. Like, I don't know. I had a roommate one time, and we were like inebriated, right? Not to be specific or anything, but I asked her, I was like, dude, do you have thoughts? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay.
It's like, this explains it.
I know.
I was
Take
like,
some of mine. Please take some of mine, please. Please.
I was like, okay. I was like, that makes sense.
For future music, who is an artist you would like to collaborate with?
Oh my god. Let's go down the list.
It's time.
I really would love to collaborate with Ari Lennox.
Yes.
Love me some Ari. Some Earth Gang. I love Earth Gang.
Oh my god.
I really want a Kendrick feature, so I'm gonna keep praying. I'm gonna keep
It'll
praying
happen.
for that. I love Kendrick. I would definitely work with SZA. Who else? Isaiah Rashad. Duran Bernard. I can just keep going, honestly. I
like all this list.
I
I want it
know.
all to happen.
No, because like you're gonna look back and be like, right here at this interview is where she started talking about it, and it happened.
Every single one.
Next few years, no, literally, manifestation.
let me just pull out my candle.
right now.
You should have brought the crystal ball.
I know. I thought about it. I bought a crystal ball specifically for our radio show. So.
And then we
It's
used it one
not.
time, and then
I know.
And it's not here. That's crazy.
I guess it doesn't exist.
Who else? I'll get back. I'll get back to it. I'm just gonna yell out names randomly throughout the
Yes. I'm down.
and be like, oh yeah, I like them. I heard of them.
Cool. Yeah.
You think you're gonna be Austin like for much longer? You gonna stay here based or?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm always playing with the idea of moving back to Houston, but then I go back home and I'm like, I like Austin, you know, and I don't wanna, it's like people want me to come to LA because of my job, cool, but, ew, why'd I call it my job? I'm sorry, this is not my job, this is my passion. People want me to move to LA for music and stuff, but it's like, if I wanted LA vibes, I would just stay in Austin. That's what it's becoming anyways.
No,
Thanks
yeah.
traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like, the traffic is getting fucking crazy. Freaking crazy. The traffic is getting so nuts. That's why I was a little late today. Sorry.
No, it was
I also fantasize about moving back to New York, but I know that that's not what I want to do. New Orleans, though, definitely gonna live in New Orleans at least a little bit. And then I've also been thinking about Atlanta.
Atlanta.
You know, never been. Why not?
I want to go to Atlanta.
I want to go.
That's my list. Top 1 right now.
Exactly.
Seems fun.
But I don't know. I don't think I'm going to leave Austin for at least another year, perhaps. Just because I have so many things that are in the works that are based in Austin. Like, it's going to be a great year. Let's just say that. We're going to have a very fun, productive year.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's
in
gonna
your
be
bag.
really... Yeah, I got a couple. bags. So it's hard for me to like leave. Maybe I'll vacation a lot. I just love it here so much. But I don't know.
I understand. I just wanted to see if we get to keep you for longer.
Yeah, you can have me. You can have me. Yep.
Yes.
I guess actually I wanted to ask like a follow-up question before we moved on, but then I was like, I'm too slow. Like, I just wanted to ask if like any of those artists that you wanted to collaborate with, if you've ever met any of them.
I've never met any of those artists per se, but I have met a lot of people, which I'm thankful for. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to all of y'all. That's one of the cool things about having this career path. Like, there are artists that I like grew up listening to or like really listened to during vital parts of like my childhood or my teenage years that I got to meet and work with and just share moments with, and I think that is freaking cool. It's a blessing. It's so inspiring. It's cool to, it's like a reminder that you're doing something right if you're sitting in the room with somebody that you just really admire and look to for inspiration and guidance.
That's how I feel right now.
Shut the fuck up.
For real though. I tweeted about it. I've been following an artist for so many years. I get to interview them.
I'm going to cry.
Okay, so can you tell us like a story about that? Like an example of one time you met somebody.
Let's see. What is one of my favorite moments? One of my favorite moments. Okay, so when I was in high school, I was a big Odd Future fan. Like, you could not tell me anything. Like, I had Odd Future everything. I had all the clothes, I made my own Odd Future clothes. What's wrong with me? I was a OF stan, okay? I had all the mixtapes, all the underground, whatever. I loved Tyler, the Creator. I loved Frank Ocean. I loved Left Brain. I loved all of them. And my first year doing South by... Was that my first year? No, it was my second year doing South by. Mike G from Odd Future booked me to model one of his like t-shirt, Odd Future brand t-shirts or whatever. So then I got to meet him, and then we ended up becoming super close. And then a couple months later, he like flew down to Houston for my birthday to perform at my party.
Oh my
and
God.
I was like, oh,
shut up.
And then after that, like, I moved to New York, and when I released my album, the internet came out there and was performing at NYU, and they invited us to their show, so I got to meet all of them.
Oh my
and
gosh,
then
Sid.
I have a song produced by Left Brain from Odd Future. That's Ghetto Prayer. That's out, and that blew my mind. Like, I was like, yo, all these crazy people, like all these people who have inspired me and really told me like it's okay to be like your weird alternative like outsider self. It's like they like dubbed me or something. I was like, oh yes my lord, you know, like I was like yes. But yeah, definitely meeting like half of our future. That's dope. Like, I loved them. I still love them. I take the D off. I love you.
That's sick as fuck.
So yeah, there's a few experiences. Also meeting the Marias. Crazy.
Yes.
Crazy.
I wanted to go to one of their concerts, but
yo, one time I was inebriated. It was the day after I had opened up for them, and they had another show like a couple hours away, and so they invited us to come watch because the management that I was with, they had another artist who was the tour opener for the Marias, so they were with them. So we just went to the show, and I was inebriated. Let's just say everything looked really nice. Yo, I cried. Like, I just stood there and cried the entire time because she looked so magical. There was a disco ball. Like, the venue was called, like, The Church or something, and it was built in, like, it's like an old church with a huge disco ball and a huge stage. And she was wearing all white. Oh, I was like, she's an angel. Like, she's an angel.
No, literally, it'll feel like a holy experience. Like, I would, like, if I was inebriated as well.
Word of the day. Inebriated.
Then I would also be like, holy fuck. You know?
I literally was like, oh my gosh, she's just falling from the sky. She's so... It was a great time. Great time. Recommend.
We're gonna go. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see about it.
I think out of most questions that I've had a good time.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Nah, I think I was just kind of coming up with some at, like, you know, just like follow-up questions and whatnot.
Okay,
yes.
sounds cool.
Yes. No, cool, yeah. I just wanted to make sure because I think that cam is about to. I don't know. Okay, we're good. Okay, cool. How do we want to end this? So it looks like a cool ending. I can say.
I'm like,
do not ask me.
No
I do not work here.
I can say.
Maybe like.
You say your name first. I say my name, and then we all yell Nicotine and point at her.
Okay, you want to?
How about we don't do that?
Maybe like,
okay.
You want to give some advice to like people who are watching and Steven.
Steven.
Oh yeah.
About how to connect with your ancestors and that sort of thing.
Yeah. The easiest way to connect with your ancestors is getting a white bowl, filling it up with fresh water, getting a white candle, lighting it, and sitting there and talking to it. Some people think that to have an altar, you have to have like all this big fancy stuff, or you have to have all these special tools to get them to speak to you. No. Water and fire. That's literally it. That's all. You do it consistently. Try doing it every day for a week. The same time. The same amount of time. And watch. Just watch what happens. It's crazy.
I'm excited. I am gonna try.
You know, I'm gonna try to like speak through a candle for a minute. I don't know if it's working or not yet. I mean, we'll see. I'm gonna keep trying.
A lot of people think that with it, like, I've seen a lot of people give up on it because they're just like, oh, nothing's happening, or they're not saying anything to me back, or whatever. And it's just like, you can't go into the conversation with expectations that they will immediately say something. It definitely takes patience. It's almost a form of meditation, and it's just being honest, just talking to the candle about what's going on or what it is that you are looking for. And if you show like a week of discipline, they will come around, because it's just like, a lot of the time spirits do not like to play games. I mean, there's tricksters, but like they don't like, your ancestors are not trying to play games with you, because it's their duty to ensure that the bloodline continues on and that it's strong, you know. So if they see that you're just here to if they see you're just BSing, they're not gonna help you or listen. They're gonna listen, but they're gonna be like, child, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. She don't listen to me. You try, because she don't listen to me. I sent her the birds. I sent her the smell of flowers, and she didn't pick shit up. But the discipline, you have to show them that you're serious. Like, Don't be skeptical about it. Just really, really, really believe in it. Believe in them, because they're there. Energy. Yeah.
It's about focus.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Any final shout outs?
My mom. I love you. Thanks, mommy. And Steven. Thank you so much.
He's gonna be in the comments later.
Love you so much. Shout out Ashmar. That's my bestie. And shout out Luster, Pearl South, because that's where my show is at. House of the Mystics.